Whoa, hey, Wireless 2015. I'm Peter Rosenberg, and I found the most beautiful woman on planet Earth, Tinashe.
Hey. How's it going?
By the way, you shouldn't be so comfortable with people just be. When someone describes you as the most beautiful woman on Earth, she's like, "That's me.
Nice.
How
Well,
are
thank
you?" Tinashe, how are you?
Great. Today was really fun.
Talk closer. There you go.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, you're a performer. What was Wireless like? Your first Wireless?
This was my first Wireless festival. It was sick. I got to play the main stage, so there was like 30,000 plus maybe people there. So as far as you could see in either direction, just packed, which is dope.
Are you like used to that experience yet? Like this is.
Partially. Like, I mean, it doesn't like give me like nervous butterflies or anything, but it's still really awesome. Like every time you see it, it's like, whoa, that's sick,
This trip is a little different for you. You brought some special guests with you.
I did.
You brought like a posse, like a crew, like you rolled deep.
Roll deep.
Yeah.
I brought the whole Kachingwe crew.
Now, when you say Kachingwe, are you talking about like a fancy gang name?
My parents and my brothers.
So what's that like, bringing the whole family out on the road? First of all,
Yeah.
did they watch the performance? I'm assuming they did.
They watched the performance.
Were
they loved it.
Were they impressed? Did they give you like hard feedback?
They didn't give me feedback. I think they've seen it too many times that they would give me feedback at this point. They've like seen the show a lot, but
They've seen you. You've now gotten comfortable with your dad seeing you thrust your pelvis like endlessly.
It is what it is.
And does he ever critique your dancing? Like, you know what?
You should tone it down a little bit. He actually, my parents are like really supportive of what I do, so they kind of just.
I mean, you're not a porn star. You said that literally. We said that as if like you do something crazy.
I don't do that.
I know you're like
crazy
my
stuff
parents
on
are really
stage.
supportive of what I do. Like they really understand that.
They understand that stripping is a way of life.
How now have you? What do you think? What do you imagine it'll be like? You've been on the road like kind of by yourself with your crew, and
Yeah.
now you have like your two little brothers and your parents. How do you imagine this playing out?
I mean, it's a little different, but to be fair, my parents are super chill. So as far as like toning down the cursing or like toning down the drinking or like not going out, like
they don't care.
They don't care.
Will they go out and turn up also?
They'll go out, but I don't know if they'll like turn all the way up, but they'll like pretend to
turn halfway up.
Yeah, they'll be like, woo!
No, but do you want that to happen? Like some kids like when their parents go out with them. I'm not a big. I like to only go out with anyone that I even know. Well, like parents a bit much.
It's like for me, it's on occasion. Like on occasion, I feel like it's fun. Because it's like my mom's in the club. It's kind of funny in a way.
If it gets
but
regular.
if it was like every time, yeah, no, come on. You shouldn't be in the club over 50 anyways, just saying.
Oh, so you're saying that hold on, you guys just heard it here first. Tinashe is suggesting regulations that would keep seniors
Over
above the
50.
age of 50
Out of clubs.
Out of clubs.
Clubs should be limited to 21 to 45. Really.
All right, 45. Cool. I have a few more years in the club. Okay, last week was the BET Awards.
Yeah.
Kind of a big deal.
Huge deal.
I mean, tribute to Janet Jackson. You were Major.
Yeah.
You did Pleasure Principle. How would you rate Tinashe's job that you did honoring my hero, Janet Jackson?
Considering that it was a really high pressure situation, we didn't really have much time to prepare, and it was the BET Awards, I would give myself an 8.5. I think
8.5.
I did a pretty good job.
What are you taking a 1.5 away for?
Because obviously I always feel like I could be better. I mean, I think if you always give yourself a 10, then you have no room for improvement. So that's not good. That's not good.
So in other words, she thinks she was a 10, but
I think I was perfect,
but to be modest, she's gonna call herself an 8.5. Okay, so you had a huge year. Well, you started out acting.
Yeah.
And I mean, you've always been doing everything, I'm sure, but people knew you for being on television.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're singing and dancing and selling lots of records.
Mm-hmm.
You have one platinum single?
I have, yeah.
Is all hands on deck getting there? I mean, it's
working
it's on
way
deck.
up there. It's on deck. But yes, 2 on is platinum.
So you did quite well.
It was platinum in a few countries, in fact.
And other places as well. Okay, 2 on's rather large. Where do you see the Tinashe story going?
Well, obviously, I feel like this is like the tip of the iceberg. I'm not gonna like stop anytime soon. I have a lot of really dope new music in the works. I mean, I'm gonna continue. This year is gonna be crazy. I'm going on tour with Nicki. Like as soon as I get back to the States, which is gonna be really fun.
Oh, she meant Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
Sorry,
you may have heard of her.
Sorry, my bad.
So that's gonna be really dope. And then when we get back, hopefully, drop some new music. And it's just, for me, it's like I'm in it right now.
How old are you?
22.
22. Listen,
This is the time to like go, go, go.
You're doing okay. Let me tell you about when I was 22. Okay, I was 22. I was on the radio part time in DC though. It wasn't
really good.
anything to shake a stick at. Okay.
Still, a lot of people can't get on the
I
radio.
had a girlfriend for some of that time, and you know, I would like hang out with my best friend Ben, and we would like we'd go to Fridays, you know, or Tuesday. I was more Ruby Tuesdays guy, but no, that's pretty good for 22.
Thank
So
you.
you don't think like way out down the road, because for me I can't help but think that the obvious trajectory when you're this young and you have the history is like put out several albums, do really well, then like ease your way back into being like
get an Academy Award or so. I mean that's the real plan. That's
Okay,
like the
down
far off plan. But like I've kind of realized that in life you can't like step by step plan it out. You just kind of have to know where your end goal is, and then like the journey will get you there eventually. Like some way, somehow.
so much wisdom comes out of this tiny person's body. By the way, how does it feel? How does July 4th in England feel? It's a little weird as Americans.
It's so like lackluster because
You don't say.
no one here even knows what the 4th of July is. I'm like, fireworks, anyone?
Anyway, like we're all psyched.
Hot dog?
We
A
won.
beer?
We won. We did. No.
Oh, no. Okay.
Well, I like that you did some red though.
I mean, we tried. You're very patriotic.
Yeah, no, I'm being very patriotic. Check this out. I'm very
Yeah, head to
patriotic.
toe.
Yeah, thank you very much. Love you. Very
Yes.
proud
likewise.
of you.
Thanks.
Get in here.
Good to see you.
Her name is Tinashe, ladies and gentlemen. She's Major, and you can catch her. What's the name of that tour? Pink Print.
Prank Print, Nicki Minaj tour this summer. Come see it.
You know what I mean? Peace out.